quote from Peter Drucker: "Culture eats strategy for lunch." If culture is that important, is it time for your corporate culture to be strategically managed? Gallup Research, Harvard Business Review, and many other highly respected sources have shown there's a direct connection between employee engagement and bottom-line results. Significantly improved sales, clearly higher margins, and multiples of earnings per share. I would like to create for you a culture of engaged behaviors. Hi, my name's John Thompson, and there I am. I was in the Swiss Alps for over 7 years, delivering intense leadership programs, including how to create engaging cultures, working with global leaders from large companies in airlines, banks, technology, tools, and more. I've been fortunate enough to gain a tremendous wealth of knowledge and experience by challenging and being challenged by hundreds of leaders. I'm passionate about how corporate culture can release so much potential. Let's look at what the research has found about engaged employees. Engaged employees work with passion and feel a profound connection to their company. They drive innovation. Not engaged employees are essentially checked out and actively disengaged. These employees aren't just unhappy. They're undermining what their engaged coworkers accomplished. For an average U.S. company, 30% are engaged, 50% are not engaged, and 20% are actively disengaged. We all have discretionary energy available to us. An engaging culture attracts more of that discretionary energy. For engaged people, get 100% of their interest. For the disengaged, we only get 60%. And for the actively disengaged, 40%. That's a lot of focus being unnecessarily left unused that's already being paid for. Let's take an example. With 5,000 employees at an average $70,000 salary. This means total salary expense is about $350 million. For an average company of this size, there's the equivalent of $112 million of salary expense not returning to the bottom line. What are the numbers for your organization? We can expect to get about 5% in the first 2 years. For 3 years, we can expect 10%. 4 years, 20%. There's a snowball effect that happens after a few years in the program. The planning behind this covers various themes and timelines. Some of the big themes are consciously and strategically managing the culture. We raise the bar on communication skills. And there are many supporting themes to successfully create this culture. Part of what I discovered is that although we were greatly expanding leaders' awareness and leadership skills in the Swiss Alps, which was great for them, they didn't know how to move the whole organization. Many executive leaders, such as GE's CEO Jack Welch and Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer, understand the power of culture. I've come out of the Swiss Alps to help organizations whose leaders get the power of company culture and want it managed holistically and strategically. To summarize, bringing a people engagement program to your organization. This graph summarizes the concept. The red line at the top represents the current salaries being paid, whatever they are for your organization. Every person has discretionary energy available. For the company which makes their culture engaging to a high degree, the company gains the use of that additional discretionary energy. This program will significantly capture more of that energy, translating into improved revenue, margins, earnings per share, reduced expenses, and improved innovation. There is a dynamic, positive spiraling effect in the culture that transpires when we move the bar on employee engagement across the organization. We will also be attracting customers because customers love companies where people love to work. It creates a win-win-win-win situation. I'd like to help your organization be the Cinderella story of the early 21st century over the next 3 to 5 years. I look forward to bringing to you what I learned and solved in those Swiss Alps and engaging your people and releasing more of their potential. When you're ready for this kind of impact, call me.